finished a game, what time last night?
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock. You then have to relax somehow. But did you do some media yesterday? No?
Yesterday I didn't.
No, okay. So what time did you end up sleeping?
Well, sleeping I think about around 3 o'clock. Because after games it's hard to sleep with all the adrenaline in the body and all the feelings, and yeah, so it's hard after games, but I think around 3 o'clock it was.
Even though you played at home and you did well, so if you had done not so well, perhaps it takes you longer to sleep maybe.
Yeah.
You think about the game a lot after the game?
Yeah, I think about it a lot, and I go through situations, I watch some clips, and yeah, I think a lot about the game, and I have a lot of pictures in my head from the game, so yeah, it takes some time to get it out.
Do you play games or something to relax, or read, or watch something?
I like to watch series. Yesterday I had my grandparents and my brother here, so we played a game. It's called Yahtzee. So yeah, I just try to relax. Sometimes I read, sometimes I watch a movie, or sometimes I just chill in bed. So yeah.
Hold on. So you come home from work at like whatever, 1 in the morning, and your grandparents were there waiting for you, and then start acting as if it was the afternoon and start doing stuff at what, 2 in the morning?
Yeah, well, I was lucky because my grandmother, she likes to stay up for a while, so
Oh,
and my
right.
brother as well, so, and they were also of course really happy for the game and all excited, so we were not in the mood for sleeping too early, and I know after games I had problems, so we just played a game and had a good moment.
If you didn't have the family with you, who would be the first person you ring?
I don't know, probably a friend from the national team. I always call him after games, but I think yesterday he was asleep. so maybe my mom or my dad.
We talked the morning after of the game against Alaves, 3-0 at home. A couple of things happened there. One, a magnificent pass, which please describe to us what you saw, because there's a camera behind you, and there's like this big of a gap. You must have seen it, of course. Easier to watch it in slow motion, but take us through that pass.
No, it all goes really quickly, so it's hard to describe, but it's just a moment when you see the space and you see the movement, and then you make the action. It's really, it all goes really quickly, and you have to see it, of course, really fast, and the movement was good, and this space between the fullback and the centre back is normally easy to attack for wingers, especially when the ball is on the other side. So I try to look for this space pretty often, and yesterday it was a good moment and a good pass, and of course a great run and a good finish. So it was a perfect moment.
I was presenting the Ambassadors Gala last night in Madrid. This is at the same time that you were playing, and I got the clip of the pass and I showed it to Fernando Redondo, Batista, Luis Garcia, Fernando Hierro, Xavi Prieto, and they all went, what? Honestly, it was like the reaction of when you see football almost like for the first time, like, what? Because these guys have done everything. They've played so many games. Some of them don't even want to play football anymore because of their bodies or whatever. But there is moments like that, I guess you realize that you can't call them magic.
No, you feel it, of course, when you do something special, and I think yesterday it was a special pass, it was a special goal, and it was a great moment, maybe my best assist ever. So, of course, you feel it, and yeah, it made me happy, of course, and I think the whole team needed the first goal, and then it was easier for us afterwards. So it was a perfect moment.
Two more things from the game, and really from the way you're playing at the moment. There are players that describe when everything is going their way and everything is working, team, personally as well, they feel like they're floating on the park, on the pitch. Everything happens because you know it's going to happen. There's confidence. Do you feel like that right now?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's something I also feel in games when things are going well. You just feel like you can do everything. And yeah, I feel like I'm in a good moment. Sometimes you have games when when you get the ball, you don't have the good feeling. You don't turn the right way because you're a little bit insecure. And then you have games when you get the ball and you just know that when you turn, you're going to be free. And and that happens sometimes. And this feeling is the best feeling you can have. And you just know when you get the ball that I will make it. And that's a good feeling to have. And I had it a few times yesterday in the game.
After that Alaves game, it was 3-0 victory, as I said. There'll be other games, there'll be other difficulties, other problems and other things that you'll try to sort out. But before we move out from it, I want to show you something. It's of course the cover of Marca. Can I give you the politics a little bit of this cover? First of all, you know Marca, obviously, Madrid-based newspaper. Being in the cover, it's a success, you have to say that. But you're not wearing a shirt. And I've been told that if you were wearing the Real Sociedad shirt at that point, probably would have been less likely of you being in the cover. So they either want you with a Real Madrid shirt or without the shirt. So a couple of things from it. Is that you? Do you recognize yourself there? You think, oh right, that's me. That's the consequence of what I did.
Now, to be honest, I don't really care about being on the cover or being in the newspaper at all. I just do my job. I just do what I like to do. I enjoy playing football, and of course these kind of things comes with the football. It's a lot of attention, especially here in Spain. So it's a natural part of it. But for me, it's not important. I don't care if I'm there or not there. That's not important for me.
The other thing is that's a body of somebody that's worked hard to have it like that. You have worked to develop physically as well.
Yeah.
Following whom? Who's been telling you what to do or how to improve?
No, I work with a guy I get to know in Madrid. So he's following me. He's sending me all the plan for what to eat, what to train, all these kind of things. And of course in the club we work together, we mix it up and we find a good solution together. So the combination between my personal guy and the club has been amazing.
So right now you feel that you are learning, you keep talking about that and room for improvement. But praise, and I've spent 10 minutes praising you, can weaken you as well. You're very aware of that. Do you prefer not to hear when people tell you good things? Or?
No, for me it's okay. It's okay to hear it. That's how it's been from when I started to play. When I was 15 in Norway, it was a lot of attention. It was too much attention, too positive. And then in Madrid there was a lot of negative attention, maybe too negative. So for me it's been maybe too black and white, if you can say it in that way. For me it's been more like somewhere in the middle all the time. And for me it's the same at the moment. We played 6 games I think, and so we've done nothing yet. Of course we had a good start, but for me the attention is a little bit crazy sometimes, and I'm used to it. So for me it's easy to just focus on next day, next training, next game, and just to keep improving. That's the most important thing. And when you play football you cannot think about what everybody else is saying.
I was trying to think of your situation when you started, and I cannot picture you in the back of a car with the belt on as a 15, 16-year-old, being driven somewhere and being driven very fast, and you being comfortable but being driven. Did it feel like that at the beginning a little bit?
Yeah, it all went really, really quickly. I think when I was 14 I played for the under-16s or under-19s, and then 1 year later I played for the first team, the national team, and then half year later after that I played for Real Madrid. So it was a crazy period. It went so quickly, and but it felt natural because I just enjoyed playing football. I felt like I just kept improving, and when I played for the national team it felt natural. But now when I think back playing there as a 15-year-old boy, it seems crazy, you know. So when I think back it's crazy, but at that time it felt okay and it felt natural.
And you're talking about a progression, a very fast progression, at a time where you little by little started realizing, that's what professional life is like. Was there a moment for you where you thought like, right, I'm not just doing it for enjoyment only, I'm a professional now, and that kind of shocked you? Was there a moment like that?
Not really a moment when I was really shocked. I think for me the football has been my life since I was a little boy. Every day I just played football. Came home from school, I had to do my homeworks, and then I just went to the pitch and I played all day. So for me it's been my life. And when I played for the first team in Norway in Strømsgodset, I just wanted to train. When we finished the training with the team, I wanted to train more, and it's because I love football. I love to play. I love to train, and so it's my life. So I'm lucky to be able to do what I love to do.
Maybe that moment was a happy moment when you didn't have to do homework anymore.
Yeah. Actually, I finished school last year, so.
Oh right, okay.
First year when I don't have to do anything, so this is a good moment for me.
What did you do? What did you finish school?
I finished just the basic things in Norway. So
okay.
I finished last year in the Netherlands.
And you're going to continue with that, or at some point?
At the moment, I don't want to do anything more. But maybe in the future, I want to do something. But at the moment, I think football is enough.
Because you're not only trained, you think football as well. The way you play is of somebody that understood the game very earlier on. Explain how. How did you know so much about positioning and placing?
I don't know. I think I was lucky, of course, because my dad was a footballer. I always went to his games. I went to his trainings. After his trainings, I trained with him, and of course he knew a lot of things about football. So I think we trained the right things from an early age, and he knew the importance of being able to look around you when you play, because everybody's looking at the ball, but you have to look around you to understand what's going on and to be able to do things quickly. Mm-hmm. So from I don't know when we started, but I was really young when we started to look around you before you received the ball, and my brother was doing it with me. He was standing behind me. I had to look where he was and then turn the other way. Those kind of things, I think those has helped me a lot, and of course because my father was a footballer, it was easier for me.
Do you still listen to him?
Yeah, of course.
Was there a time where you didn't?
No, of course. When you grow up, you can think more for yourself, and I think at the moment I don't speak that much to him like before. But of course, he always sends me a message after the game, and then I know what he thinks, and that's important for me still.
Part of the developing of any kid and anybody is to rebel against your parents at some point, and then you just go back and say, oh, what have I done, because they actually were teaching me the right thing. You haven't gone through that?
No, I don't know. I think I'm in a period now when I'm getting older. I like to think more for myself. I like to make my own decisions, those kind of things. So I may be in that period now.
What is that?
I don't know.
Do we have to run away or something? Or now you have been in different clubs, and perhaps you were looking with this 2-year loan deal of okay, I've learned a lot, I've gone through a lot, I need a place to rest and develop. Is that what you feel?
Yeah, exactly. I think it was good for me to go on loan. For young players, it's important to play, and it's important to feel responsibility and to feel like you're a part of a team. And that's what I did in the Netherlands. First with Heerenveen. First half year was a bit difficult. I came in the middle of the season. Then the second year was better for me. I felt more important for the team. I felt like I improved a lot. Then I had 2 injuries, 2 fractures in the foot, so it was a bit difficult again. And then I went to Vitesse, and I think it was a great season. The coach was really good for me. Gave me a lot of confidence, a lot of responsibility. So I think that's maybe one of the most important things for young players, to feel responsibility and to feel important, and that's what I did there. So that helped me a lot, and now I said that because I went 1 year there, 1 year there, and I wanted to get some more stability, because I think for me it's been great to go on loan, but it's difficult when you change the environment all the time, and for me that's why I wanted to stay here for 2 years and to relax a little bit, to settle a bit, and to just develop and enjoy.
I see your Real Sociedad surrounded by Oyarzábal, Mikel Merino, Jano Jazz, William José, Isaac, and I think, oh, of course, it had to be Real Sociedad. But was it such an easy decision?
Yeah, it was a lot of teams interested after last year, but after I spoke to the club and the coach, and when I came here to visit, it was easy for me because it felt so right. It felt like the perfect place. The football part and the people, the whole feeling around the club was just right for me, and so it was, in one way, of course, it was easy, but it was also a lot of other clubs interested. So it's never easy to choose when you have good options, but the feeling was great. So it was a good choice.
My team is Espanyol. Did we try?
I don't know how far they went, but
Oh, they tried.
I don't know.
We lost on you. All right.